Hey, this is Flowcast, the podcast where we break down crypto projects without hype or jargon, just clear thinking. Today, we're talking about one of the most overlooked topics in all of Web3, data. And if you're thinking, what's so special about that? Hold on, because this is where Irys changes the game. Look, everyone in crypto loves to say, own your data. Your data is your power. Everything should be decentralized. But if you actually open up any real Web3 app, the truth is, most of the data lives on centralized servers. Or, if you're lucky, in something like Arweave or IPFS. Yes, those systems are decentralized, and yes, they can store things forever. But here's the problem. When you upload a file, maybe it's a report, an image, or a line of code, that file becomes invisible to smart contracts. The blockchain might know the file is there, it might know the link, but it can't read the contents, can't respond to what's inside, and can't trigger any logic based on it. To do that, you need external tools, oracles, scripts, API calls, which breaks the whole idea of trustless infrastructure. It's like storing a letter in a vault, but needing a guard to come tell you what it says every time. Totally defeats the purpose. And that's exactly what Irys is fixing. Let's talk about the second issue, centralization. Even in so-called decentralized apps, we still rely on Web2 infrastructure all the time. Token data is hosted on AWS. Metadata is pulled from the Google Cloud. Whole applications are hardwired to private APIs. So even though we talk about decentralization, we're still pulling most of our stack from Amazon. Now, imagine you're launching a DAO. You want your members to upload documents, and the moment they do, a proposal is automatically triggered. Or you're building a social app where every post, every comment, every image isn't just stored. It can launch reactions, updates, calculations. Or you're working on an AI tool that trains on-chain from data submitted by users and stores results on-chain too. On traditional blockchains, all of this is either impossible or a nightmare of workarounds. But with Irys, it just works. Because here, data isn't just stored. It's part of the logic. It's visible to smart contracts. It actually influences what happens on chain. So how does this actually work in practice? In Irys, data isn't pushed off to some external storage network like IPFS. It's stored directly inside the chain in a way that's permanent, verifiable, and, most importantly, readable by smart contracts. It's not just a reference or a pointer. It's a living piece of the network. That's possible thanks to how Irys is built. It has its own custom virtual machine, Irys VM, that can actually read data, check file contents, and respond to them. That's a huge shift. You upload a file, and it's not just there in some passive database. It becomes an active trigger. It can launch events, change contract states, or call logic. It all happens on-chain, trustlessly, without relying on any off-chain services. And because everything is recorded in the published ledger, that data is permanent, not temporary, not maybe retrievable. It's always there, always accessible, always provable. This changes the whole design paradigm. Instead of separating logic and data, with contracts on one chain and files stored elsewhere, Irys puts them in the same system, fully integrated. And that means you can build things we've never really been able to build before. Not just basic DeFi, not just static NFTs, but informational dApps, apps that behave like living organisms, apps that receive input, process it, respond, and evolve. Let's face it, most blockchains today are glorified spreadsheets. They're good at handling balances and simple transactions, but they suck at handling information. The real stuff people actually want to build with, images, documents, user content, gets pushed outside the chain. But the future of Web3 isn't just about money. It's about knowledge, about logic, about human interaction. And Irys is building that future, a blockchain where data isn't dead weight. It's alive, where files aren't just stored, they do things, where uploading content can launch smart contracts, where information has agency, on-chain, natively, forever. That's why Irys isn't just another L1. It's something deeper. It's infrastructure for a smarter internet. See you soon.